guys, we're playing part 3 of winning the 2K series of this season. Honestly, we're playing every single game. I'm gonna force win this one. Of course, Chicago Bulls. So it means we already played the Rockets. And we're out to Detroit. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of trades here. You know what? The last trade was good. I'm gonna actually accept this offer. Okay, so I guess we just won like 3 games. Save up our time.
Let's meet the visiting team, Chicago Bulls. At shooting guard, David Terry. At power forward, Patrick Williams.
How many games?
Before we start, I want to say a challenge. Okay, so if we actually do this series, like if we finish the season tonight, in the same day, my channel logo will be the Bulls. Listen.
You need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team.
I think you basically know already. Your
identity,
the pace you want to play at. Obviously, the development of the younger guys and your chemistry is always ongoing.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup.
Let's go!
Kevin Herter is out there with Williams. And there's Scott, and it's Terry in at the 2 spot.
That's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful.
Bro, listen, I haven't played in like an hour or two. We're getting locked in. I'm taking off these socks.
Here's Cunningham.
Hot because I am really
inside. Here's Thompson.
You took that.
Out to Harris for 3. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Herter.
Oh my god, like that's like 3 shots. Hold on. This wire always tricks me up.
Cunningham against Scott.
Oh, I just missed a dunk!
They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect
That's
to
my
look so
first dunk in
comfortable
this.
on the offensive end, but that was the story.
Hey, ball don't lie.
Well, it comes down
What am I
to
doing?
preparation.
Hey, bro, this wire, I'm about to crash out, I swear.
We're ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And what strikes me
There
about
we are.
Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor. He's drawing those whistles, a couple quick ones back to back.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Ball went through my head.
To the inside. Here's Durant.
Oh, I just made him choke his dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
For Detroit, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Hardaway.
I'm playing different, bro.
Back to Cunningham. And then Cunningham.
Oh, I can't get this other character on, bro.
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
There's Williams. And there it is for him. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Herder passes to Terry. Back to Herder. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Ivy's checked in. And it's Scott with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you
Man,
help
it's
free up
slow.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season. A franchise record.
This is
low.
stupidly close.
Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City. He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
I said, let me see. Let me see.
There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. Chicago grabs the miss. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Now here's Terry.
Nice.
Hasn't made one yet.
Oh, that was about to be
defensive
super good.
breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
From 15 feet away, the shot by Ivy, no good. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Chicago. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in the last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggression.
And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Schroeder uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And it's Beasley finishing.
I'm not focused because I'm hearing, let's go
Easy man to
Pistons.
stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined
Wow, such a
finisher.
great dunk.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pass to Duran. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, this is where Duran looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
And Terry up top. Back to Scott. 2 on the clock. And the layup is up and in. Scott's got 21.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Beasley is out there with Thompson. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Schroeder in a point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Scott, good.
Well, the defense can't lose
6,
track of him.
7.
He's just too talented offensively.
Schroeder outside. Pass to
Oh, he
Stewart.
just got a free shot. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yeah, he did.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
It's
Awesome display of
69.
athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
You better see a real slam here.
95-96 NBA
Watch
season. It was
this.
your first year as an NBA assistant. And of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter.
When you get travel foul for...
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round.
Get these in here.
Will do justice to those
So there are
slept-on
only
players.
good, are only 3 in
Some
here
Hall
that
of
were
Famers
actually
from
gonna
that
make.
second round, for sure.
We didn't.
Now here's Schroeder. 9 points last
Why are you
night.
going for deep?
Beasley with a clean look. Drains it from
From
the area. Beasley's got
downtown.
his
Oh my
second
God.
basket of the night.
That's
Ah,
inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Terry in the corner.
Hold up. A hip injury? He's out of the game? Oh no!
Pass to Herter. Drills the three-pointer. Herter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
He gets
I just
set
poked it
one.
in for him.
And guys,
He was
hold on
about to choke
now. And
himself.
give him word, we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you
Fine.
have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright
But
in
nobody
the City
can
of Lights.
hit them
Guys, a classic
dunks,
ending for a
like-
stacked U.S. roster.
Travis.
What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now, Giddy. Following the miss by Malik Beasley from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Schroeder against Giddy. That's tipped. Beasley with a screen on Williams. Here's Holland. No good from outside. The Bulls leading by 12. There's the triple. He's off on that one. And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games, but when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It'll be fun to see where he takes his game. Drills it from outside.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Giddy.
I did not mean to shoot. I meant to pump fake, and then I would have
No
gone.
good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Man, bro.
Yeah, that's true,
Just
Kevin. And they got
hearing the
swept
fact
in both of those playoff appearances.
that
They haven't won a playoff
Travis
game
is out of the
since
game
2008.
because he's hurt.
And with all the lottery picks they've made recently,
Can you
their
even see him on
fans
the
are
side
itching
anymore?
to see some progress.
That free throw, no good.
A 2020 first-round pick, Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250, is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Holland. Asar Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. Hardaway's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And Cade Cunningham subbed out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddy is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
It's Williams, high post. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Misses off the right iron.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Thompson outside. Shoots the 3. That shot misses. That'll do it for the first half.
Couldn't
Bulls
shoot.
ahead, up by 7. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third
Come
quarter.
on,
after
can
this
you
break.
please make the half-court shot for Travis to get better and to be the same? Bro! You can't be roasting Travis like that. Come on.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
The young guys are playing well, but it's the long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Alright, come on. I just realized I'm on video, so I can't be wasting time.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pistons trail by 7. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer, and from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it'll force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans. We'll see what changes they make. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is
Man, I
It's
keep
interesting.
stealing the
Even
ball.
with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is
So he still can't play? It looks like he's getting better. Yeah, it kind of looks like he's getting better. Strained right hip for 1 or 2 weeks?
a high impact
No.
sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half.
We're gonna add a different
Josh
Travis
Giddey
Scott.
is out there with Terry. Then there's Patrick Williams. Then there's Wagner. And it's Herter in at the 3 spot. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And that one falls for Williams. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally
yeah, I'm gonna break
love
this one.
it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Here's Herter. Good work there as it goes. Herter's got 7 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's
Honestly, I meant to pump fake and just pass. But hey, that's good.
90 seconds now into the
Or
second half.
Did Travis Scott really?
It's stolen by Duran.
Oh man, he is sad. Did Travis Scott really had to get hurt for 1 or 2 weeks, bro? That's super rigged.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent.
Wait, Giddy is hurt too? Oh! Oh! He's in! He's in! Yo!
Shooting the ball to start this out.
After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Jalen Duran knows who he is.
We're having
dreams, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take
He's still gonna be good
jump
though.
shots. Shot well over 60%, and he has got a great
Bulls
making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Chicago leading by 8.
Can he dunk anymore? No, can he dunk anymore? It's such a weird question. Can he dunk anymore? It's such an odd question to ask.
Well, the numbers will show that Duran is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high motor player.
Here's Scott. It's deflected.
Oh, do you really have to roast me like that? I'm an out.
Now Cunningham. He's got 6, and the layup falls.
I'm really about to be this now.
Now just a 4-point Bulls lead.
They didn't
Scott,
have much
did
of a
that
problem
make you
getting
like?
the ball into the post that time.
Oh my God! Let Scott hit a dunk for once.
Area the Bulls can struggle with defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin.
He can
seasons on that front.
hit foul shots perfectly.
It's strange,
which I'm
because
very
they were
impressed with.
elite in that regard.
Considering he just got hurt.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Malik Beasley.
Okay. 4 fouls, 2 more and he's out. That would be really bad if he's out. I don't say that he can't even dunk anymore.
Pistons trail by 6. Beasley outside. Ivy with a screen for Beasley. And it's off from 3-point range. Well, Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Scott, and good that time. Scott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Goes up to the stripe.
Giddy? Right hip injury. He got 0 fouls. So, bro, how many injuries are there going to be in the Bulls, bro?
The shot by Ivy, no good. The Bulls leading by 8.
Let Travis dunk, bro.
Outside, Scott.
I got the big guy here. All right, let me see if he's still good at threes.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Here is the long-range jumper.
He's so good at threes,
Good
bro.
look there.
It seems
And
like
he
he's
didn't
better than
waste
ever
his
now.
second 3 of the game.
Ivy finds Harris. Back to Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Can he
Good for
dunk?
2. Scott's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
A different look here for Detroit. Stewart comes in for Harris, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Thompson. Schroeder against Scott. Here's Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Stewart's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
God!
Finished off by
He
Scott.
can still
Just
dunk!
rubbing it in
Let's
their
go!
faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the
He
pedal.
feels slow now.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket. Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Schroeder. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Scott. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan.
Game
He's
winner.
made the decision. He
Game
wants to
winner.
huddle up with this guy.
Travis, I know you got an injury, but you can hit this 3 like you just hit the other one. Come on. I know you can do it, Travis.
Off the inbound pass. And so it's Chicago, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Ivy. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder. Beasley is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Quickman in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Scott. And the shot goes in. Scott's got 4 this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Schroeder passes to Stewart. Beasley with ease, defended by Herter. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Beasley.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Williams passes to Wagner. Back to Williams. Now, here's Wagner. Latrey connects.
Why didn't you do that in game winner?
Scott's
Right,
got
buzzer beater.
46 points. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, That's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Terry kicks to Herter. Terry the pass to Scott. And good, there's another.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's very aware
if they
of the
keep
time
hitting
here
times
and
out,
the significance of
just imagine how long these games are going to be. It's a 30 minutes into it. I don't think we have enough time to play another game until. Oh, I thought we were. Oh my, I thought.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking.
No.
You gotta help each other out there.
That'd have been so sad.
Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin,
I almost cried out.
Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They swipe it. Scott with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Williams passes to Terry. Here's Scott. Thompson with the rebound. Pistons trail by 14. Pass to Cunningham. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Here's Scott. Kept alive. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. An easy 2 points on the layup.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Scott. Bangs home the trifecta. Scott's got 57 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Scott kicks to Wagner.
I want to hit with this one for a 3.
And the Bulls call timeout here. They're leading by 11. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Substitution on the floor.
I'm doing Scott for the last one.
From deep three-point territory. That one doesn't drop. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance.
Ooh. Oh, yo, that was such a good game, bro. Props for him, bro. For him. He's him. Everybody's him. Everybody's sympathy. Everybody's sympathy. Everybody's sympathy. Everybody's sympathy. Everybody's sympathy. Against the Milwaukee Bucks, bro. Oh, I'm ready for that game. Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't know. You go home. 13-2 and 4-9. Oh, this is about to be an easy game here, bro. Well, I'll see you guys in part 4, bro. Part 4. Okay. Bye. See you guys in the next one. 38, 39, 40.